All right, so I want you to think about where your head was at 10 years ago. Your biggest stress was probably passing a high school math test or figuring out what you wanted to do with your life. Back then, we were all told a massive lie. Society told us that if you just graduated and got a nice 9 to 5 job, worked hard, everything else would just fall into place. And now you're in your 20s and you're realizing the game completely changed. Inflation is wiping out your paycheck. Average rent is an absolute joke. I'm paying around $1,600 for a 1 bedroom, and no matter how hard you grind that entry-level job, you feel like you're just losing ground. The truth is, the school system failed all of us. They taught us how to calculate the area of a triangle, but left out the actual financial rules of survival. Today we're going to be fixing that. Here's everything that hid from you and I about money in your 20s. Let's start with the first thing they never told you. Your salary is a massive illusion. When you finally land that $50,000 to $60,000 job, you think you made it. Then your first paycheck hits and you realize how much is missing. The lie is that a high W-2 salary makes you rich. In the real world, W-2 income is the single highest taxed form of money on the planet. You are trading your literal time for dollars, and the government takes their cut right off the top before you even get a single dime. Rich people don't get rich off of a high paycheck. They get rich off assets that are taxed at a way lower rate or not taxed at all. If your only plan to build wealth is climbing corporate ladder and waiting for a 3% annual rise, you're playing a losing game. You have to learn how to transition from an income earner to an asset owner. This leads straight into the second rule. The quote-unquote normal lifestyle in today's society is a beautifully designed debt trap. Just think about it. What does society tell you to do the second you start getting a little bit of money? Go lease a brand new car. Sign a lease on a luxury apartment you can barely afford to show everyone you're doing well. Put that vacation on a credit card. I've literally done all three of those things that I just mentioned. This is what financial experts call lifestyle creep, and that's the exact reason people are making $150,000 a year right now who are completely broke. They aren't broke because they don't make enough. They're broke because they sign up for a life of mandatory monthly bills. They buy things they don't need with the money they don't have to impress the people that they don't even like. And I always like to say Klarna is probably the greatest invention of all time. They're making bank. If you want to win, you have to look poor to get rich. You got to keep your expenses low while your income grows and pour that extra cash into things that actually pay you back. My rule is spend earned money on assets and spend passive income on liabilities that you get obviously from those assets. So what actually pays you back? That brings us to the third lesson. Compound interest is literal passive scaling for your life. When you want to build real security, you need systems that generate resources while you sleep. In the real world, that asset is investing. But school never breaks it down like this. If you invest just $400 a month in your 20s into a basic index fund that tracks the broader stock market, by the time you retire, you are sitting on over $1 million. But if you wait until your 30s or 40s to start, you have to invest double or triple that amount just to end up with the exact same result. Time is your absolute biggest leverage right now. Your 20s are not for buying status symbols. Your 20s are for buying your future freedom. Look, no one is going to save you. No one really cares, to be honest. The government isn't going to fix the economy, and your boss isn't going to magically double your salary because inflation went up. You have to control your own situation. Stop playing life on autopilot. If you're tired of feeling financially stuck and you want a direct, real-world strategy to start building actual wealth and taking control of your time, hit the link in the description below. There's going to be a Discord down there. I'm not taking any calls as of right now, but future I will be taking one-on-one calls. But if you go ahead and join that Discord, you'll definitely be ahead of the game. Drop a comment below and let me know what salary level you are currently trying to break out of. Subscribe if you want more raw financial truth like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.